X30 Seniors. And as I just mentioned, all of 10 seconds ago, is the penultimate race of the day. Lucas Ellingham on the pole position with Harry Torpey in second place. Second row is Benjamin Southgate and Thomas Byrne. Third row is Jordan Brown and Alex Johnston. Fourth row is Luke Taylor and JP Sleater. Row 5 is Jensen Buckingham and Vishal Patel. Row 6, Remy Gilbert and Martin Auger. Row 7 is William Smith, Marcus Smith alongside. And row 8, Enzo, Lou and Benjamin.
Properly. And here we go. Lucas Ellingham pulls over immediately to cover off Torpey and takes the lead into the first corner. Bit of battling there for third. Driver gets squeezed out wide on the exit as they make their way up towards Christmas Corner. Look how quickly they make it up to that corner. These karts incredibly fast. And everyone keeping on the black stuff for now. Anyway, 77 having a little half spin there. That's Enzo Lou dropping himself to the back of the pack. Dive to the inside defence there. I think that was the 15 of Benjamin Southgate, trying to hold on to fourth position. He has done there, but he's not done through the left-hander here. Loses the position out to Jordan Brown, I think that was, and going to lose another one there to 23 and possibly the 48 as well. Just about holds off the 48. And it was the 23 of JP Slater who made his way through. And there you go, down the inside goes the 95. That's Vishal Patel making his way through on the 48 of Alex Johnson. Vishal Patel has had a brilliant first lap, gaining a number of positions, even from 9th to 7th place. He's our highest climber, as well as JP Slater, both claiming 2 positions on that last lap. Actually, Benjamin Watts has gone from 15th to 12th. He's up 3.
Yeah, good start then by all, I would have to say. All 15 drivers have done themselves proud. Nobody's had a big off. Nobody's caused a big crash, which is what we like to see as well. So for the next 11 minutes, we should have fairly consistent and clean racing, and that is one way to do it. Really good move there by the number 95, just sending an enormous amount of speed through. That was Vishal Patel on Benjamin Southgate.
That was impressive. Benjamin looks like he's going to lose another position, is indeed 48. Dives down the inside. That's Alex Johnston making his way through as well. But yeah, these drivers not being afraid to send the moves, are they, early on in this one?
Not at all, yeah. As they go through oblivion now, they're starting to line themselves up yet again for Christmas Corner. But the front 2 or 3 have found themselves into quite a consistent gap. Lucas Ellingham's about half a second ahead of Harry Torpey, who's about half a second ahead of Thomas Byrne, or about even maybe a second ahead of Thomas Byrne, actually. So the fights are ready for fourth and back. Jordan Brown, JP Sleater, Vishal Patel, Alex Johnson and Benjamin Southgate.
Indeed, I think I saw a move in the background there. I believe it was Taylor going past Gilbert, but I'll wait to confirm that when they come through over the starting line. That was down at Ashby. Here we're looking at the number 50. That's Buckingham, Jensen Buckingham, looking to defend from the number 15 of Benjamin Southgate, who I believe he has actually overtaken on that lap to take 8th place. And there you go, confirmation on the timing screen. So it was actually that battle that I think I saw in the background as we watch them start another lap. The front is just becoming slightly drawn out. Our closest battle currently 4th place, Jordan Brown and JP Sleater battling over this 4th place. JP being very, very quick that we've seen in the heats. Whether he can overtake Jordan, though, over this lap, we'll have to wait and see. Or is Jordan going to bide his time? Don't matter how... Oh, no, he's not. Down the inside he goes immediately. Does Slater on Brown and takes 4th position away. I was going to say, if he waits too long, he might see the front 3 just start to drive away. Decides, I'm not going to wait long. I'm going to send it, and I'm going to catch those 3 at the front.
Yeah, no, he's taken it upon himself, hasn't he? Taking the responsibility on, and you never know, he'd probably tap his helmet and say, let's work together.
Probably.
Like they all do. Yeah, it's a good move by Sleater. I think it's probably the correct decision. Look at the gap he's already making up. And actually, Patel already making a move on Brown, who's lost 2 positions in about half a lap now. So, yeah, Brown maybe a bit of a floundering fish, unfortunately, will end up falling down the order. He could come back. He could just need to get back into that rhythm. Not quite got the kart warmed up, not quite got yourself warmed up. These things happen.
As we've said, momentum is key. And yeah, you can start having forward momentum, you can start having backward momentum. The 80 losing a couple of spots. I assume Newcastle have just scored.
Yeah, it's 1-1.
Okay, 1-1. Celebrating over drawing, mate.
We were losing for quite a while. And, anyway, yes.
Looking back to the racing rather than the football. Vishal Patel is having a great race, up to P5 now, as we said, started in P10. So moving his way through the order nicely. Whether he'll be able to get up too much further, though, I'm not too sure. A nice 1.5 second gap now between Byrne in 3rd and Sleater in 4th. And Ellingham just continuing to drive away. Fastest lap of a 44.70. The only driver to get into the 44 so far.
Yeah, so we'll give you a quick rundown of the top 10 while things have died down just a touch. Do please interrupt me, John, if there's something worth interrupting. Lucas Ellingham then leads the way. He's leading by about a second. Harry Torpy is in second place. Thomas Byrne in third. JP Slater in fourth. Vishal Patel in fifth. Jordan Brown in sixth. Alex Johnson seventh. Eighth, Jensen Buckingham. And Benjamin Southgate in ninth, and the top 10 rounded up by Luke Taylor.
Oh, it's Harry Torpy. Harry Torpy's gone wide, exiting Oblivion. He's taken to the grass, and he's lost a number of positions. He's just ahead of the 50 now, so he's dropped down to 7th place, and it might even be 8th now. The 50 dives down the inside. We didn't see what happened there. It just panned across, and he was on the grass.
I tell you what, that's the old commentator's trick, really. As soon as it gets a bit dull, read out the top 10, because you know it's going to change as soon as you do it. Commentator's curse almost, isn't it? It's using it to your advantage. 73 then, Harry Torpy ahead of now the number 50, which means he'll be in a place, I believe. Maybe even 7th, actually. For Harry Torpy, we'll get confirmation as he comes across the line. What we can give you confirmation on is the fact that he didn't enjoy that lap very much, I don't imagine. He is now in 7th.
No, indeed, a 49-second lap is not ideal for Harry Torpy there. We were saying, oh, there's a move into Christmas Corner, just slightly further back, the 174 down the inside of the 15. That's Luke Taylor stealing away 9th place from Benjamin Southgate. But like we were saying, we were very impressed with Harry Torpy, especially during that 30, the pace he had and the battle that he had with Lucas Ellingham, to be fair. He looked like he was on for it, but not quite able to do it this time around.
I don't want to throw you under the bus. I think you're thinking of Thomas Byrne, who made the move into Christmas Corner on Lucas Ellingham.
Oh, maybe I am. I thought it was definitely Harry Torpy.
Well, to be fair, we were impressed with Harry Torpy as well. He's been very quick and for race number 2, but Thomas Byrne was definitely the driver who finished in 2nd place on that heat number 3, and
you are right.
and was actually again, it didn't let Lucas Ellingham have the position without having a bit of a fight. Oh, speaking of having a bit of a fight, the number 48 of Johnston on the number 80 of Brown. So, speaking of Torpy, he's pulled away from these drivers quite substantially actually now. As you know, he's not. He's behind them now, isn't it? God, this is getting so confusing with him coming off the circuit. But these two fighting will allow Torpy, there we go, to catch right back up, and that's exactly what he's done. And as we go into the boot for the final 5.5 minutes, they're going to have to be slightly careful as Slater goes through on the 95. Vishal Patel had gotten through into 3rd place, but only for a couple of corners.
Indeed, that was a very late move, wasn't it, into the boot, but not late as in dangerous, late as in ballsy, and he made it work, to be fair. Back up into 3rd place he goes. Now these three are properly following each other close. It's Johnston, Brown and Torpy now coming back through the field. What can he do over the next few minutes? I will say though, mate, someone has said that someone's won the Grand Prix in the live chat, but I don't know if they're lying or not. So now you know. Can you see if they're lying or not?
Well, no, because if you've seen them and I say yes, they're lying, or no, they're not lying, then you'll know the result as well. So I'm just going to abstain. Naivety is bliss.
Oh, Torpy down the inside.
Good move by Torpy there on the infield. Going towards the boot now. He's not even having any to have to defend on the reply there. Brilliant driving by Torpy as they go through the final couple of corners. He's on a bit of a comeback drive now, isn't he? And he looks like he's got a bit between his teeth. Fast lap times and efficient race manoeuvres there, up to 6th place.
Indeed. Lovely move. Making his way through the pack nicely is Torpy, now focusing on Johnston just ahead. Well, the only reason why I asked you to verify that is because you remember I said that I saw a text from my group chat where it was RIP and then a driver. It's the same driver that they're claiming won. So now I'm very confused as to who's telling the truth and who's lying.
Keep with the confused nature, because then you'll be able to...
very true.
You'll be able to
whoever you are in the chat, though, I hate you.
Exactly. Yeah. You're running a risky move here. Yes, no, naivety is bliss. Here comes Torpy. Great driving. Again, almost... I mean, we are watching the race, don't worry, ladies and gentlemen. We are keeping our eyes on it. We just didn't expect it with how clean and efficient normally you see drivers have to line up a move, maybe force other drivers offline for a couple of laps. But Torpy is literally just sauntering up to the back of some people and absolutely sending it with no real problems whatsoever. And actually, as we say that, Johnson loses another position off to Brown. Those two have been fighting quite consistently for quite a long time. Buckingham looks interested into Ashby's. No, doesn't make the move just yet. Has to hold off that one. So Torpy is now into 5th position.
Thought Buckingham might have a go there. He got a great exit off of Christmas Corner on Boxing Day, didn't he? But just didn't quite think he could make it down the inside into Ashby that time around. Still 3 minutes to go. Lucas Ellingham has checked out at the front now.
Oh.
3 seconds in the lead.
Torpy's got a rear bumper hanging off, essentially, has he? As he comes across the line. Look at his rear
Let's have a look.
bumper on the right-hand side.
Oh, you're right. You are right.
Oh, don't tell lies there, John. He's absolutely going to get a mechanical flag for that one.
He is. He knows it. He knows it. He
yeah,
takes a look at the
for
bumper.
it.
Look at this. They're all going down the inside. Oh, I thought 50 was going to cause a huge crash there. Oh, sorry. Yeah, Jensen Buckingham, it was diving down the inside. Made a couple of positions, so fair play. The move worked. But he was practically fully sideways going down the inside there.
Yeah, but it's very close to being a bit of a disaster as Harry Torpy does get mechanical flag for that one. Maybe they're listening to us.
You've been to Specsavers, mate. That was impressive.
What can I say? Maybe the Clarks are actually listening to us as well. I wouldn't advise it, but you know, here we are. And but he hasn't obviously seen that mechanical flag. It's only just come out, which means he'll see it when he goes across the line now, and then he'll obviously pull into the pit to retire. But something tells me he already knew it, because
you can hear it when it's bouncing up and down on the curbs. He knew it. He looked over and realised and was like, that's that gone. And he's just allowing the kart through behind. That's very, very kind of Harry Torpy. Very, very respectful racing from him, and we all love to see that. Allows Taylor to get through, not losing him any time, and push on. But there's a battle just ahead. I thought that was Johnston going down the inside of Buckingham. It was, but Buckingham gets him back on the exit.
Yeah, it's good driving again there, but we're focusing on JP Sleater because the fight for third place, probably the closest high-end battle, shall we say. Ellingham has got a 3.3 second lead ahead of Thomas Byrne. They both just crossed the line now. You can see Sleater and Patel nice and close together. What's their last lap times looking like? Well, Patel was about half a tenth, maybe a tenth, or about 700ths of a second if you want to be really precise, quicker than the likes of Sleater. Oh, and there is a very dejected Harry Torpy, isn't it? Final really hasn't gone his way.
A gutting end to a very promising day for Torpy there. Frustrating, but a lot of positives to take on to round 9 next month.
Yeah, so we haven't even mentioned the calendar. There hasn't been that many stoppages, have there? Really? There's been
no,
one
it's
red
been
flag.
pretty impressive today.
Touch wood. Everybody touch wood. Yes, it's been quite good today. I think the driver discipline in general. There haven't been that many bins. There haven't been that many red flags. Yeah, there's been a few accidents, but that's going to get accidents.
Yeah, exactly. Racing incidents happen, and we've only had sort of one proper big accident where we had to have a red flag and had to have a bit of a stoppage. But yeah, as you say, that's been all. So we've been able to keep to the time schedule today, which has been fantastic. And we've only got 20 seconds left to go in this X30 Senior Final.
Yeah, and my point I was going to make about the whole the fact that we haven't had any red flags or anything. We haven't had to use any of the filler content that we normally have in our head. That's the go-to. We only had that one red flag, which I think I witted on about something to do with racing in cars. But apart from that, normally we would go.
That's unlike you.
I know, it's shocking, isn't it? But potentially, obviously, there's the race calendar, which maybe we'll get to before the final race of the day. So the number 23 is under a real amount of pressure, isn't it, JP Sleater?
Yeah, Vishal Patel was looking for it into the boot there. Just had to apply the brakes a bit harder than maybe he wanted, as he had to dive out of the move there. Not quite close enough. Yes, he is. He's going to go for it. It's Vishal Patel into Christmas corner. Down the inside he goes, and he takes third position for now. This is the final podium spot, and he knows it. Moves to the inside to defend that position from Sleater, but Sleater wants it back. Goes to the outside, goes back to the inside. What a switchback, but it closes the door, does Vishal Patel. And that might just allow him to eke out that lead over Sleater just slightly. Down the back straight they go. Checking over the shoulder is Vishal Patel. Not going to be close enough is Sleater, but Ellingham's going to come around the final corner. And I think he is going to take the win in this one. But look at this battle. The third place continuing on. Or do we go on to the last lap now? My apologies. This is the last lap. This battle will continue for another 1,200 metres.
I wonder if that was a little bit premature then by Patel, whether he made the move a little bit soon, but Sleater is nowhere near close enough to make the move into Christmas corner. So there's one overtaking opportunity gone. Ashby's is probably the next one, and then obviously going into the boot, there's about 2 or 3 opportunities. So Patel defensive into Ashby's. There's another one gone. There's, I would argue, 3 more going through the infield. There's a big slide there by Patel as he tried to get back to the inside to defend what was probably the penultimate overtaking opportunity. Now the boot is just one big overtaking opportunity these days, as we see Lucas Ellingham take the victory. Thomas Byrne comes home in second place in a couple of seconds time. There we go, and here comes Patel. Slater's got ahead, but Patel back on the inside of the final corner. Both of them using the track limits, and Patel holds on to that third place ahead of JP Sleater. Brown in 5th, Buckingham 6th, Johnson 7th, Taylor in 8th, Watson 9th, and then Southgate in 10th.
What a great battle there between Patel and Sleater. I think we can assume that Sleater went for it down the inside into the boot, but then balked his exit slightly, and Patel got him back into the final corner. What an end.
It was a fantastic drive there, and Lucas Ellingham doing his finest John Ratcliffe impression, and leading from the front there, of course. And,
always.
Always.
No, I am not a patch on Lucas Ellingham. A win in the first heat, a win in the second heat, a win in the third heat, and a win in the final. What a weekend.
Here's the advice, though. If you never actually go up and race against him, then no one can say that you're actually worse than him. I mean, there's no proof of it anyway.
I'm actually better.
Yeah, exactly. And as long as you don't compete against him, no one can prove otherwise. That's the route I take.
Yeah. Of course.
But yes, a brilliant drive by Lucas Ellingham. What's that? 4 race victories today, and over the course of the weekend.
Ekes out his championship point even more. I mean, it was over 100 points before this. It's probably going to be over 150, 160 now in the lead.
Yeah, I mean, I was going to say it's gone from a chasm to a tectonic plate, isn't it? Really, the difference in the championship for Lucas Ellingham, and doesn't show any signs of stopping as a few of the drivers are waved through with the OK. Here is Lucas Ellingham. He's already pointing. I know where to go. Don't worry, I know where to go. You don't need to point me in the direction. I've been here
enough times.
Yeah, I'm chilled. It's all good. I didn't touch anyone with my nose cone. Anyway, so that is the penultimate race of the day done and dusted. The X30 Senior Final.